Speeding.
Alright, hold it down, man.
Hey, you guys rolling?
Yo, 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 what's going on, fellas?
It's good, family. It's good.
So tell us, where are we and what's taking place today?
Shit, we back in the PA rehearsal studios in Reseda, California. We always come here whenever we do shows and shit. So it's kind of like home. We got our family and friends in this bitch, So just listening to some album shit before it drop on Sunday,
Okay.
Just vibing.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Let's give off proper introductions. My name is Carlon Jeffery, aka Lil C-Note. We'll go around the room.
Matthew Aaron.
Yeah, I go by J Uno. Yeah, also the name Uno, all that good shit. You feel me?
Okay.
Together we SVN. It's a 7 Records thing for sure.
Okay. So, how are you feeling about this special day? Is there anything that you did to prepare? Anything special?
Nah, man. I was watching my son all day, so and then I got here, relaxing, being amongst family. You know what I'm saying? That's how I prepared for the day. Just watching, enjoying.
I can dig that.
Shit, I got tatted earlier, so
Okay.
I wasn't really preparing shit, but we got a good team to make sure everything's set up the way it's supposed to be. So I don't really be stressing about shit like that.
For sure. Well, you care to show us, or you want to just kind of keep that on?
Nah, we keep it moving. Them niggas in the back for a reason. Fuck them niggas. I'm just playing. That's my family. That's my family.
Shots fired. We don't like y'all niggas either.
So in 2018, you guys dropped your first project, right? It was entitled Lost Lands. Tell us about the project. What does that mean to 7 Records, and what exactly does the title mean?
Shit. I know you're going to leave it to me. That's a good-ass question, though. So Lost Lands, pretty much, when we was creating that, it means a lot to 7 Records as a label because this was the first artist signed to 7 Records, and myself as the CEO of 7 Records, us being in a group is pretty dope, you know what I mean? So just getting it out, you know what I mean, was really something that the label needed, really. And then Lost Lands, just coming up with the title, we was kind of locked up in a garage, you know what I mean? My homie June, he had stayed at a spot, asked the landlord if we can rent out the garage for us, making it to a studio. So we turned that bitch's crib out to a studio. I mean, bitch, with respect, no disrespect, sorry about that. But yeah, we turned it into a studio and just rocked it out till we got kicked out that motherfucker. And so, so we ended up making we made both albums actually at that studio. In that process, it's really one album, so that's kind of just how we was rocking with it for Lost Lands.
That's dope. How did you guys kind of meet and form a relationship?
Oh yeah, we met through a mutual friend, but really we met at the gym. So we was balling.
Okay.
And I needed a ride home. And my man gave me a ride home.
I had a Fiat at the time. I had a Fiat. I'm 6'2", about 230, A Fiat ain't built for a nigga like me. But it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, my nigga needed a ride. He busted my ass that day.
Oh, okay.
That's what he didn't say. We was hooping, and he gave me 100.
Oh, okay.
So I had to give him my ride home. You know what I mean? I don't even fuck with new niggas, but I had to give him a ride home because out of respect, he dropped 30 on my neck.
Gotcha.
It's cool.
Okay.
All in all, I was finna be walking. My dog came and said, "Hey, you need a ride."
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna even lie today.
Which was dope though, because the mutual friend, he been trying to introduce us for a while. You know what I mean? Just knowing that we would connect on whatever. You know what I mean? So he was trying to have us connect and link up for a minute, and I didn't even know who bro was. So we hooping, and I still don't know who my homie was trying to introduce me to. So then we get to talking on the way to me dropping him off at the crib, and he like, Omar. So I'm like, bang, bang, bang. It just hits up. So
isn't that beautiful? Kind of like how the universe works. That's dope. Like that was meant to be, right?
Sure. I knew who he was though.
Oh yeah. Well, what's up? Word of mouth or just?
Yeah, I knew who he was. When we was in the gym, I knew that's who our mutual friend was telling me about. You know what I mean? Just all you gotta do is hear the name Uno one time, so there's only gonna be one dude walking around with the name Uno.
Yeah.
So when people on his team was calling him Jay and calling him Uno, I was like, okay, that's him.
Okay. That's dope. That's super dope. Okay, I can dig it.
You know, we not good civilians sometimes, man.
It's all
So,
good,
you know,
man. It's all good.
Our names get ring around the, the
cool.
city, like,
it's cool,
so
man.
niggas be knowing who I be before I even hit
it's
the,
cool,
hit the block.
man.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
see what it is. Yeah.
just because, you know.
So any 24-hour fitness or anything like that, we know the name Uno rings bells.
Oh, well, at 24-hour fitness, you know, Matt rings more bells than me. Okay. I'm more of like, I'm going to beat your ass. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Look.
All right.
It's all
like
good.
that.
Hey, man, I'm off this Henny.
Certified.
Or Patron, whatever the fuck. It's
Certified. We'll keep it moving on, fellas. We'll keep it moving on. On the project Lost Lands, you guys had a song called Ghetto Batman.
Yeah.
That was actually one of my favorites on the project. What was that creative process like, guys?
You can talk about that one. How was you?
Well, to be honest with you, man, we were just in there really early, I think, that day. Mm-hmm. That day we was in there super early, and, like, there's a philosophy to getting places early. Mm-hmm. Is to what I think, okay. Right? So if you get to a place early, you are in the same energy, I believe, of everybody else that's working early, right? Which means the people who sleep in, they don't get to that energy. They never do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if you get there early, you'll have a different energy than you getting there later on at night. It's the same difference throughout the day.
Exactly.
So when we got there early that day, I got to be. I think we got there and we might have watched a movie that morning or something. We just had to do something creative together. And then I made the beat. But to be honest with you, like when I make the beats, like when we do the beat or whatever, when we're about to work, either I had already made those, so there's a few of them, or I'm making like 3 in a session. So we're sitting there working the whole time. So we don't really even know what the song sounds like until we done. You know what I'm saying? And then you're done, and then you play it back after all the songs, and you hear it.
He works so much, he don't really remember the whole shit. Yeah. I'm going to tell you the whole shit. Okay?
Yeah, talk to me.
So I'm late to the studio that day. Okay? He had made the song. The song was Joker Meets Harley. Okay? So he already had made the song, his verse and the hook. So before I come in, he like, you know, I have, which is rare. You know what I mean? We don't really even do that. But he like, I have, you know, look at the name and talk about the name, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just started talking about Ghetto Batman. You know, sometimes I'll be feeling like Bruce Wayne. So, I just came in there just talking about whatever. So, then, really, that's just how the song came out. But then my homie, the name Ghetto Batman is funny because the homie Larry, he was, we was in a car and he was like, because the name was Joker Meets Harley. And he was like, man, that name don't fit the song. You know what I mean? Because nowhere do we talk about Joker. You know what I mean? Or Harley. You know what I mean? So when we named it Ghetto Batman, it just was like, oh, yeah, that's the one right there. No cap.
Okay. I could dig that. It's a dope story. Another question for you guys. What does a fanboy mean to you guys?
Well, I'll take this one. A fanboy to me, you know. See, I'm a fan of beauty. You feel me? Okay. So, like, in the song "Fanboy" that you alluding to, I'm talking about, you know, Kelly Rowland, Kim Kardashian, you know, Janae Aiko, you know, Lisa Bonet, you know, just foxes. You feel me? So really, it was just like, and even as a kid, like I used to watch The Cosby Show a lot. So Lisa Bonet, she was, you know,
she was the one
that introduced the light skin.
Yeah.
You know, the light skin to me. You know, so that was it. So really, just making a song is really just about, you know, being a fanboy of beauty. You know what I mean? Not really judging it's off of looks, but not really being selective about like I like this type. This is what I like. It's really just acknowledging all beauty. You know what I mean? So.
The crazy part about that is all those women that you spoke of, they're all pretty much powerful women. You know what I mean? They've done something significant.
Sure.
So being able to just connect and, having a song for them, that's pretty dope.
I mean, we love independent, strong women. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody likes somebody that, as Kanye would say, a gold digger. We like somebody who wants their own, that wants what they, wants the best for themselves, and they gonna get it. No man's gonna get it for them, and that's fire to me. So I'm a fanboy to all independent women. No.
Yeah, I can dig that. Okay, I like that. You also had a female artist on the project. Excuse me. Her name was Brittany Giles. Okay. How was that collaborative process? What is it like getting in the studio and working with a female artist?
It was actually pretty good. It's cool. Like she basically just came in and do her thing. Like that's all you really gotta do is just get comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The creative process ain't gonna be like strenuous or like. Well, it could get all right. You know what I mean? It could get that, but with her, nah. She just gotta come in and sing, do her thing. We already got the thing laid out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she signed to 7 records. You know what I mean? She's the first lady of the label. You know what I mean? So we making sure we doing her right. You know what I mean? So she came through and did her thing. On the intro for sure. She has a unique voice. You know what I mean? If you listen to her sing and then look at the way she looks, it's completely. You'll be surprised. You know what I mean? And it's super fire. So. I'm excited for her for sure as a business owner. I'm excited for her and what she's got next.
Definitely.
We'll touch in a little bit on that, and then I'll continue to move on. How did you meet the first lady?
Shit, honestly, that's she's family. She is my nigga Glass's cousin. So we got introduced to that when we were looking for just a singer to sing on the album, just to give it some depth. You know what I mean? So we were looking for somebody and he brought that in. So we was like, oh yeah, that's needed. She signed ASAP.
Hey, ASAP. You dig that? Okay. What's one thing that you would want your listeners to take from Lost Lands, from that project?
Honestly, that was just our first introduction, really. I mean, our vibe is different. We're not making club joints. We're not making cloud joints. We're not making TikTok joints. We're making music that we genuinely, how we feel when we wake up in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a night nigga. So at night, I want to listen to my vibes. You know what I mean? So that's why I make the music that I make. You know what I mean? And so for the Lost Lands joint, just go in there with no expectations. I think everybody is so quick with popularity that they don't understand that niggas are talented without having to be recognized.
Exactly.
So it's just about, if we support each other, then we'll get to where we're going to get to, but you can't deny slaps. That's buffoonery to me.
And that's another brick laid in the pavement.
For sure. For sure. The first brick.
Exactly. That's the special brick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In 2019, you guys did a follow-up project to Lost Lands. The album is entitled Forbidden Fruit. Can you just take us through the creative journey? How did you guys come up with the second installment? Was it kind of planned out already? Did you kind of have the first one already like, boom, we're coming out with?
Well, like I was alluding earlier, we had made all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
So I guess with the thought process of making them 2 separate albums except for combining them, one of them is really like chill. You know what I mean? It's really Lost Lands is really like midnight driving music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as Forbidden Fruit, that's, we all have layers to each other. You know what I mean? And so Forbidden Fruit, talking about that is, if you look in the essence of the Bible, eating the forbidden fruit caused a lot of things for Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? As far as turmoil, as far as not being able to be in God's land. You know what I mean? And so we're in the Lost Lands, which is a spin of pretty much us being the atom in Adam, I guess.
Exactly.
Right? And in the cover, you see us getting taken from, you see a being, a female being, right? And so the forbidden fruit is that female being, which is the female being in the apple represents just all the everything,
literally like all the cap,
everything that makes us not closer to God, because we're spiritual people. You know what I mean? We're PKs. You know what I mean? Like both of us. So like it's just, you know, it's a spin. You know what I mean? And it's about the challenges that we face in this world. We bite the apple, and the first thing, I think, what's the first song? I think the first song we talking about,
it's Sauce, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we talking about cocaine. So I mean, it's, if we being upfront, it's just about, you know, dabbling in the world.
So they say.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch a little bit off of forbidden fruit really quick and just ask a question.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the difference between a good artist and a great artist in you guys' eyes?
Pure work ethic. Really no difference after that. If you work hard at what you're going to do in the game, what you contribute to the game, you're a great artist. Now, because art is subjective. There's a lot of people that don't like certain stuff. There's a lot of people that do. So it has to be measured about your work. What you put into the game is what you'll get out the game.
Amen.
And that's just period. Like, there are levels to where you can go and all of that stuff, yes. But honestly, all in all, it's your work ethic.
Would you like to touch in on that, or he summed it up?
That's real.
Amen. Okay. What inspired you guys to get into the rap game?
What?
Our music game.
That go
Way back.
Both our families in it. You know what I mean? Like, my dad was signed to Warner Brother as a kid. You know what I mean? So me being, you know, not as a kid, me as a kid. You know what I mean? So me just being around that, you know what I mean, wanting to do that. You know what I mean? Wanting to be that. Just wanted to do, and then seeing what happened to him. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that anybody I fuck with, that never happened to. So that's why I started my own. But just the music shit itself, yeah, I mean, that's in us, bro. You know what I mean? You love music or you don't. You know what I mean? And either you try or you don't. You know what I mean? And I feel like everybody that loves music tries at one point.
Exactly.
And do you continue is up to you. So
I can dig it. After wrapping up Forbidden Fruit, okay, I'm gonna go back to Forbidden Fruit. Did you guys immediately go into crafting your next project, or did you guys kind of take a little hiatus?
Nah, we work, and then we work on something else. Like,
yeah, so we work like motherfuckers. You know what I mean? If we not working on our individual shit, then
next person,
somebody's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for us, it was Lost Lands, Forbidden Fruit. Forbidden Fruit came out 19 in April. Then after that, it was Use.
Yeah.
And that was a collaborative project with every nigga that I fuck with on a project. So, you know what I mean? That's a rapper. You know what I mean? So everybody that's a rapper on one project from all over the California that we had. So we go straight into work. And then after that, we took the break. But it's a break because we signed a new artist, Stevie Chu, my nigga Dirto, Five's debut project. Philly dropped his other project. Dirto dropped another project. So Mike Valley dropped 2 projects. Yeah. So we just be working, and we are embedded into what these niggas do. So even if we not dropping, we'll shove ourselves to make sure that everybody else is shake it out.
And that's why, because I was going to ask, with you being a man of many hats, how do you find balance within your artistry? How can you keep sane within yourself and focus on so many others?
Really, this nigga to my left, bro. Like, because I'll be so focused on everything else. You know what I mean? It'd be hard for me to sit down and want to want to cook up something, you know what I mean? But unless I'm inspired, and he makes my job easy, you know what I mean? He makes every beat. So I'm inspired as soon as I listen to the motherfuckers. Like, oh, I got something to say right here. Like, I'm going through this what we talking about, or vice versa, what you want to talk about. Like, so it's really, and I'll kind of keep myself hungry, you know what I mean? So I'll work on not myself, and then come back to myself. So I'm like, nigga, I'm starving to eat. Like, let's get it, you know what I mean? And so then we knocking out, no cap, we knocking out 20 songs in 4 days, maybe less. So we just go in, and then we'll, maybe take a little break, 2 weeks.
It's about
recoup.
focusing your energy.
Exactly.
You gotta focus your energy somewhere, man. If you ain't focusing your energy, then you just halving yourself. You ain't even giving yourself the full opportunity to take growth, to make an actual step, to take an actual step.
Yeah.
Man, you ain't putting your full energy into it. So that's what we like to do as far as work goes. Like, but I feel the same way as him. He allows me to do the things and to think about the things that I naturally think about. Well, how is this going to take a step up? Well, we need this to kind of take a step up. Well, we kind of need this. Well, what do you think about that? And then I allow him to make the decisions. There ain't a lot of hats in here. There's one hat. You know what I'm saying? So you bring your whatever suggestion you got, you bring it in and you make sure it's presented correctly. And if it's presented correctly, it's probably going to be on go.
Exactly.
It's easy. It's not rocket science, but we work as a team on everything we got to do.
I can dig that. I know it kind of gets, it shouldn't get tricky because you said you guys are family. So
Yeah.
I love that. Just being able to come into a work environment and being able to let free, being able to just be able to express yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And have no problem. So I really like that.
Hey, by the way, man, you're doing a fucking great job.
Oh, thank you guys.
Great fucking job.
Thank you.
See, I don't even be talking to niggas, bro.
No.
Yeah.
Now I'm in here yapping.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
You called me and
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
hey, this is man.
I'm happy to be here for sure.
Most definitely. Tell me, what's the obsession with the number 7, guys? I have to know. I'm dying.
All right. Well, what you want to know? I mean, I can give you the basis. 7's a spiritual number, right?
Okay.
It stands for perfection. We're not perfect, but we strive for it every day.
Amen.
Other than the cliche shit, I have 7 people in my family. My dad's company, before he passed, was 7 Bishops Productions. So for me, it was just also about it, making sure that what he wanted, you know what I mean, gets further than where he can't take it no more. Yeah. So for me, it was just starting that. And when we was fucking with the niggas before we was together like this, I always wanted to do my own shit. You know what I mean? I'm a control freak, bro. Yeah. So, I like shit how I like shit, and if you don't do it to my standard, it's fuck you. Exactly. And it's no disrespect. It's just I have a vision. And if you don't meet that vision, you know what I mean? Or you're not helping me look deeper, excel it, or want it to get bigger, you know what I mean? Then we don't have nothing in common. So for me, it was just creating something. And why not use the number 7? It's literally gives everybody luck, you know what I mean? And so when you see 7, you feel like, you feel safe, you feel solid, you know what I mean? And that's what it's about.
Okay, I can dig that. This is more so a question from a man, Matt. When do you know it's the perfect beat?
Oh, bro, to be honest with you, bro, I just make them, bro. Like, to be honest with you, I rely on the work that I put in before.
Okay.
Right? And the work that I put in continuously. And I bring that to every beat that I have. So if I find something that maybe is a little bit more challenging or I have to put extra into, I tap into the fact to where there was a point in time where I had to sample with the microphone in between 2 headphones. Okay. So I had to sample to where it was really bad and the bad quality. I had to clean it up with EQ. I had to do certain things that people don't necessarily have to do now, but the fact that I had to go through that allows me to pass by roadblocks that maybe I would have in this type of day and age. I don't necessarily worry about if the beat is perfect because we got a lot of people to rap. So I mean, I'm looking at it like, all right, maybe he don't rap on it, but he will. And if he doesn't, and he doesn't, and if nobody does, I will. And then we'll see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those things to where the beat's never gonna go unused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I make beats at a rapid pace. Like I like to get a beat pack out there because, like I said, like he said, we have an artist. It's not just about us. It's about, all right, so boom. If I make something that I know that, boom, Jay gonna want that one, I'll set it to the side. Something for dirt, something for truth. I'll set them to the side. Yeah. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But it's always create mode. You got to stay in the gym.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't stay in the gym, what you doing? What I'm paying you for? What are they paying you for?
The fuck I'm paying you for?
You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, if you don't stay in the gym,
you ain't in the gym.
You ain't in the gym. That's that. So that's basically what it is.
Okay. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay. Bankroll, right? Talk to me. What was the inspiration behind Bankroll?
Oh, that's a bet.
Yeah.
What's the name of that song?
That's a bet. Bankroll. Either I think I named it one thing. You might have named it That's a Bet, but it's cool because.
Oh, Drowning.
Yeah, Drowning.
Yeah, Bankroll. The one with that. What happened? Honestly, bro, everything I rap about, something be happening, and I really be freestyling. So sometimes it just goes off the cusp, like, of what I'm feeling. You know, I'll be going off of stories, right? So, no, like, if somebody could tell me, like, you my boy, right? Okay. Say you tell me something that's going on in your life, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll use your scenario in your life in
my song,
definitely. Right? And I'll flip it to where
definitely
wherever it's, everybody can relate to it.
Yeah.
Right. So I think one of my niggas was fucking with a rich joint, and yeah. I just went in on that. I think he was telling me, I just freaked a little bit. It wasn't nothing in depth.
Nothing in depth.
But that's it. That's the world we in, right? So if you think about it,
Shorty love the bankroll.
Shorty not fucking with no nigga that's broke.
Bruh.
If you fucking with a nigga
we have ladies vouching. Yeah. Just so you guys know. We have ladies vouching. All right?
I mean, it...
Get that bag.
It's not even about money, right? It's not even about finances. So, even mentally, you can't feed her nothing. Are you okay? So, anything that can feed her something, she's going to be into. So, if I have money and I'm also feeding her mind and I'm also giving her time and giving her that energy, shawty loving the bankroll, no cap.
Gotcha.
And then what you talking about is cap, go get a job, nigga.
Tell me, what's wrong with V-Long, guys? We can skip and go to the next question. I just heard that.
Nah, we can elaborate on that. Okay. It's clones, right? Y'all niggas still rocking V-Long. Y'all niggas will always be clones. It's just talking about what y'all niggas do. You know what I mean? How y'all niggas move. Like, if niggas say Supreme is the wave, y'all on Supreme. If niggas say V-Long the wave, y'all on V-Long. So y'all always be clones. Y'all niggas will always be Gucci point two. You know what I mean? That's just what it is because that's your thought process. So anything that's not you, that's not organic, not saying you can't rock V-Long. Just if you doing it because Offset said rock V-Long, you whack to me.
Exactly.
And you a clone, nigga. Because you a monkey see, monkey do ass nigga. That's a clone. Niggas that want to emulate and be somebody that they not. You're not creating your own stilo. You ain't creating your own swagger. You're not creating your own nothing. You copying. So it's not about just V-Long. It's about all you niggas. You know what I mean? Just the whole industry. Who you know sound like SVN? I'll wait. But everybody sound like everybody. I can pick a hat, nigga, and say, you sound like this nigga. And you sound like that nigga because that's who you listen to. Who Jay Uno listen to?
You know what, with that being said...
You can't say nothing. You can't say who I sound like because I don't rap who I sound like. My favorite artist, you ain't gonna know who my favorite artist is, you feel me? Because I'm not no clone, nigga. And I'll just be sick of these niggas, so that was just me talking shit.
Well, we'll switch the tempo up a little bit.
Nah, I like this high energy, you know me, nigga. Fuck these niggas.
So keep it for this question. Let's fuck on a GoPro. What?
So me, I got an alter ego, you know. Look, you can lift it up. Look, so here, so you know, the GoPro. See, sometimes the phone. No, real shit.
Yeah, you have to like.
Sometimes the phone, when you smacking, you know, you don't want to be holding something while you looking at something.
Yeah.
No cap.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I set the GoPro up.
Right.
I ain't even got to touch the cam. You feel me? And it's right on cue, right on cam, right on zoom in, perfect. And it's like I'm holding it.
Okay.
But it's on a GoPro.
Okay.
I ain't got my GoPro pass yet, man.
Yeah.
I'm on a GoPro with it.
I can
But
think new waves.
You
New
know,
waves. Get on the GoPro.
we all like to spice up our sex lives, right? You got a partner, you got somebody you love, enjoy it. You know what I mean? Here's the thing: we're in a day and age where everybody wanna look for something else for entertainment. You know what I mean? So let's say niggas like porn. If I'm making porn, we can watch it together.
Okay.
On the GoPro. No cap.
Amen. Okay. Now, Bands Up. That's the name of it.
Hands up.
Hands Up.
Hands up.
I love that. Okay. Hands Up. That's a club banger, man. That's right there. I know you said you're not in that.
All right, so let me tell you what I was thinking.
Please.
The very first time I heard the Kanye sample, I said, you know what? I could do something with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I heard it for a long time before I actually chopped it down.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did was like, I was just like, you want to know something? I'm going to not overproduce this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to produce it in a way to where it's easy to listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you saying it's a club banger, that's kind of crazy to me because what I thought about it with the drums was College Dropout.
Okay.
So I'm like, this is Ye. Let me go College Dropout. Let me go actually classic hip hop. Bring that into what we're doing because we're different. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, let me not go trap with this with the double hi-hat and the, you know what I mean, bringing everything in. Let me actually sit back and say, you know what? Let's go further back than that.
Yeah.
Let's go College Dropout. Let's go classic vibe. Let's go Talib. Let's go that way. And that's why the drums come in the way that they do. That's why the feel is the way that it does. I didn't do that with the intention of him rapping on it. I did that with the intention of this is where the song's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause yo, for real, before we even gone into the beat, he like, I want this to be playable. You know what I mean? So I already in my mind, I was finna go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You hear the beat, you hear the old school rap, you want to rap immediately. You know what I mean? And so for me, I was gonna talk about some real life shit. You know, and he was like, let's make a hit, like out of it. You know what I mean? And so I was gonna rap regardless, but I just had to figure out just the vibe, cause he like a hit, and it's like you rarely get hip hop hits.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Well, it's a pocket. What it is, it's a pocket that you have to hit to have a hip hop hit. In order to have a hip hop hit, you have to appeal to people. But the way that you appeal to people has to be a different way that you appeal to people in a pop way.
Exactly.
So in the way that you're trying to do it in a hip hop way is you have to give real speech. But more than that, you have to give the feeling that you're trying to portray. So the track has its own feeling. Then the first thing you hear on Wax is, how can you speak for me? How do you check on me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, boom. Let me tune in. You get what I'm saying? It's what hip hop was about. It's what about pushing that brand of hip hop forward. You know what I'm saying? More than just rapping, more than just hopping on beats. It's like, what are you doing to improve people that's coming after you? This was our opportunity to do that and actually kind of pay homage to where we came from. This is Def Jam. Like, this is like that type of feel. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Our favorite artist is Kanye. Both of us.
Yeah.
So you gotta give a Kanye. You know, that's Ye. That's a gospel Ye album. Now, you know, we sampling Hands Up. That's
Ye.
That's Fred Hammond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're PKs. Like,
You know what
if
I mean?
you look into it, like, even the song, like, even the joint, like, I don't want to dig into the lyrics or nothing because, you know,
It can get deep.
But, like, tell me how y'all niggas check for me.
Tell me.
Like, tell me. Like, you listening to me, but you tell me how you niggas check for me.
But we boys.
But only real niggas survive the shit that they couldn't see. The true believers. We're PKs.
How you believe?
How you believe it if you don't have faith, nigga?
If you see it, is you really believing? You saw it. So how you believe?
But you need to see the proof and you need to see recognition from niggas you don't know to validate SVN hard. So tell me how y'all niggas check for me, please. You know what I mean? And it just goes deeper. I was off the liquor, off the IPA. That beer strong as fuck.
And my last question for you guys, all right? When it's all said and done with your musical career, what do you want the people to remember you for?
I'll go first. Me, personally, remember me for my stories, man. At the end of the day, I have to say the stuff that I have to say because it's reality. It's not fiction. It's not fiction. But at all, take what I have to say with like, hey, you know what? That's not somebody who's trying to be something, trying to be somebody who's not, somebody who's a mannequin or anything like that. That is somebody who's telling it however he saw it. Exactly. And that's basically, that's if you take that from me, you got it.
Shit, for me, sacrifice, bro.
Definitely.
Like, we sacrifice so much. Like, even thinking about how much we sacrifice, like, makes me low-key want to cry, no cap. Like, because niggas don't understand, bro. Like, my favorite, like, Zeke's favorite song was what? You know what I mean? Like, my little brother that passed in August, you know what I mean? Like, he can't listen to the joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just sacrificing. Like, we got little ones, bro. I got a 3-year-old. He got a newborn. Yeah. You know, like, just sacrificing to give y'all niggas some type of entertainment, some type of feeling for yourself. You know what I mean? So you can be happy when you look yourself in the mirror is really what it's about. Like, for me personally, I have a big heart, bro. And so niggas don't really realize, like, yeah, I'm gonna be hard, but that's because I love everybody. Like, I would die for all my niggas, and that's factuals. And niggas don't really understand that, you know? And they borderline take it for granted. But it's not about what you take for granted and what you don't. I just want you to remember me for my sacrifice. Because I'm not Jesus or nobody, and I ain't sacrificed like him, but shit, to toot my own horn, bro, I sacrifice a lot, bro. And
Takes a lot of work.
Takes a lot of just
dedication,
energy. You gotta act like you happy when you not. You gotta act like you give a fuck when you don't. You gotta care about a nigga's life when you got your own shit you gotta worry about.
When you shouldn't give a fuck. You gotta act like you do.
You gotta give a fuck. And it's tough. But I mean, it's what we wanna do. You know what I mean? And it's not just about if SVN go on. If SVN don't go nowhere,
it's going somewhere.
And that's the given. That's factuals. If one nigga can change 7 records, it ain't gotta be either one of us.
Yeah.
But if one nigga does it, I'm good, bro. Because it's not about, I laugh because people that think they know somebody, they have no fucking clue. We grow with niggas that know us our whole life and you have no idea who the fuck I am. Intellectually. we have a predetermined notion on everybody we meet. When you walked in today, half these motherfuckers didn't know who you were. They came up with some pre-notion in their fucking mind before who you were. I bet they surprised that you're doing this interview. And how you doing the interview and how you conducting yourself. They don't know what you sacrificed earlier to be able to prep for the shits that you have to prep for. We just look at the final product. We don't look at the sacrifice. So if you're going to remember me, remember the sacrifice of the shit that we put in for this shit. Remember the sacrifice we put in so niggas, for the 12 niggas that's in this motherfucker, can come to the rehearsal studio and come to somewhere where it is COVID free, where we all taking precaution and we are having a good fucking time at the same breath, family and friends, everything. We're sacrificing to do this shit. And shit, you know what I mean? Hopefully in a year we talking from, you know what I mean? Madison Square Garden or something.
And that's SVN.
Okay. Appreciate you, my nigga.
Always, brother.
Straight up.